Hello everybody, welcome to Red Tool House. Today we are excited to get this on the farm. This is going to be a major upgrade of a piece of equipment that we've had in the past. This is a pretty good step up. So anxious to show you what it is and anxious to see how I can actually get it off the trailer because it is heavy. So, some assembly will be required as well. So come along. We'll see what we can do without tearing up a bunch of stuff. So I think the most logical thing to do will be to get the packing material off of it. Here's my packing list. Then that'll allow us to see how we can grab a hold of it with the tractor or the side-by-side winch and pull it latahoozy. Wow, the orientation's actually pointed the right direction. I like the fact that they, instead of putting that on a wood pallet, they put that on a metal angle iron pallet with angle iron sides to protect that from getting crunched. All right, so cue the comments. Troy, you need pallet forks for your tractor. Yes, I know. If my tractor was new enough and had quick attach, then we'd be working on that. But it isn't. The conversion process just hasn't made it on the list. Okay. I think the game plan, of course, just drag it to the end of the trailer and then start disassembling, and I may be able to put the trailer up against a hillside. Against the hillside and back the tractor up. My tractor won't fit up on the trailer, but I think I may be able to get it close enough where I can grab it with the 3-point hitch components there. Let's get it back to the end first. Alright, there's the drive shaft, PTO. So the freight company obviously set something on top of this skid that they weren't supposed to. That is not supposed to have that bend in it. So not only do we have that valley, that dent, but you can see here this flares out a little bit. It's not supposed to flare. It's supposed to be straight like this one. So we're going to try using the tractor, and I've taken the nut and bolt assembly off of this, and we're going to take a chain coupler here. Let's see if we can pull this out using the tractor bucket. I have to recruit my lovely bride to help me. All right, if you don't mind, hop on the tractor and start it up. What I'm going to have you do is just, when I tell you to, you're going to curl the bucket, because I'm trying to pull out this dent. So we're just going to curl it just a little bit and see how this goes.
Now, remind me, is curl to the left or the right?
Yeah, I think it's to the right. You can test it first and see. I'll make sure I get my hands out of the way. Yeah, I was afraid of. The metal's too thick. All right, hold up. It just nests into the sides here. Gotta have the old hand out of the way first. Okay. Now, put that near the operator side. We're going to come up from the bottom.
It's kind of leaking out of the sides a bit.
Just hold down on it. It may just be running down your finger. All right, I was really anxious to try hooking the trailer up to this and really like that feature. So just jackknifed it in here. We're down at the front of the property. This is where a big red oak fell. I say big, it was a double trunk red oak, kind of gnarly looking. It fell and took out our power line when Hurricane Helene came through. That's the only issue we had, was our power was out for about 4 days. So this is the remnants of this red oak. I'm going to chip some of it. Some of them I'm going to go ahead and turn into firewood. And some of the firewood pieces we may run through the chipper just to see how it does. So let's get it fired up here and see if we can get this little area cleaned up. All right. I think the rest of that is going to be firewood. Really impressed with that so far. I love the ability to slow that feed roll down here with our flow control valve and pretty much have unlimited speed on that. And for my 35 horse tractor, some of those bigger logs, bigger rounds you saw me putting in there, being able to slow that down keeps the tractor from bogging down. So it worked out great. And then of course, if it bogged down too much, I could just put it in neutral or actually put it in reverse and then back to forward just to be able to give the flywheel a chance to get back up to speed. All right, well that made light work of that. That firewood I cut, I left a little long because that's campfire wood, not fireplace or wood stove wood. So that'll be fine for that. Our wood chips, beautiful red oak wood chips. This should go in the chicken run. So that's probably we'll end up taking that, putting those in there at the top of the chicken church so they can have a field day and all these new fresh chips. And as for the rest of this red oak, you know, it's super punky on the outside, but that's the thing about oak, it still has a good core. Still pretty solid. And it's got a big fish belly in both of these, but this log right here, I think it's split a little. I think there may be a saw log in that, so we may drag that out and mill it. We may even cut this guy and mill him, and maybe try to cut out the fish belly. Obviously we'll leave the root ball there, it's no big deal. It's just laying on the foundation of the old cellar. Not an issue, but at least got it out of the way where I mow and turn my trailer around and stuff, so clean it up quite a bit. Well, we're obviously going to be showing the wood chipper on and on. We'll be using it a lot here. Really appreciate Frontier in Norwood for sending that to me. It's going to be a really nice upgrade for the farm, which really helps us with cleaning up the place, you know, not wasting all the wood from what we're harvesting in the forest, and then of course using it in our chicken run to be able to create great compost for our garden and other areas. I'm going to put a link down below to the wood chipper so you can find it on Frontier's website. Be sure to check that out. And if we put this on the mill, we'll definitely make a video. We'll either do it here or we'll do it over on Woodcraft Revival, our other channel that deals specifically with wood and woodworking type stuff. So be sure to check that out as well. I'll put a link down in the video description too. Oh, and just a quick update for some of you all had asked. We did spend 4 days down in Mountain City, Tennessee doing some flood relief work. Team of us were down there doing a variety of things. Primarily, my responsibility with some others was to do tree work. We were cutting up a bunch of down trees, tree that was on top of a person's second dwelling unit, trees that were all just toppled over. It was just an absolute mess. But we were able to spend 4 days down there doing some work. And many of you had warned me about the toxicity of the water and the mud and everything. Fortunately, we were high enough up on the watershed. Mountain City and Trade is high up, so there weren't any industrial complexes that got affected there that far up, or even sewer treatments. I know that's been a big issue the closer you get to Asheville. So those of you working down there, take care, be careful. Thank you all so much for watching. I pray you have a great week. Take care.